Mike Minotti.
Jeff Grubb.
This is Forza Motorsport. And it doesn't have a number. There's no 8.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, how you feeling about that?
I've never liked that. I don't like the whole Sonic 06. It's just like, well, it's been a while since we made the first one, so we can just call it freaking Forza Motorsport again, or Prince of Persia again, or all that stuff. And now we have to put a year after it, like Tomb Raider did it too. Nah, all that stuff's bad. It shouldn't be allowed. But I'll get over it.
I'm glad to hear that. I don't want anything to hurt Mike Minotti, including the name Forza Motorsport. But I agree with you. I'm with you. I just stick with the numbers. Be brave enough to stick with numbers.
Like, they already have gotten up to, like, what, 6 or 7? Like, what, you're going to give up on numbers now?
Right. Exactly, yes. Yeah, right. At a certain point, it's like, the number implies something, and you're not brave enough to stick with it. If you did 7, just do 8. But, I mean, okay, what they are trying to imply here, I think, Mike, is they took some extra time on this one. And I don't think I mean, do you notice anything just, like, looking at me play right here? Like,
it looks like Forza. That's good. Like, that's what I want. Like, I believe them that there's maybe a little bit more under the hood.
Well, I mean, here, let's stop here. Let's just do the photo mode thing, because some of this stuff does look very good. I am playing on performance mode RT, which is ray tracing, which this game supports. But, like, you know, look at that, the fog and stuff, and you can actually see, like, the volumetric fog between us and the sun, and that looks very good. You can kind of move the camera around here. The game looks very good. Now, obviously, you might be able to see some reflections here on the window if I can get in there.
It's hard because, like, card games have looked very good for a long time. Like, I remember in the 360 era being like, well, this is, like, as good as these ever need to look, almost. And, of course, there have been improvements, and they always look better. But, like, this is almost, in my mind, what, like, Forza Motorsport 4 or whatever on Xbox 360.
The cars have been very shiny. The wheels have been very round. It's been this for a while. Yes. I mean, I suppose some of the details in the background, like, those people are, like, fully modeled. Yeah.
That's nice.
That's something. Right. But for Forza, it's about the racing. It's about it's about making the car go vroom vroom. And that stuff is actually very good. I like the way this game feels a lot. I've always liked Forza. I think it feels even better here. We'll do this race. This is a practice run, so it's like, you know, they're like, hey, do 3 practice laps and then try to set a certain time. And if you do that, you'll be good to go. You can skip practice, I believe. I haven't done that yet.
Practice.
I kind of like this.
Practice. I'm an elite player. We're talking about practice.
Practice?
Yeah.
I'll say that the thing I would call attention to, and it'll happen here in practice a little bit. It'll definitely happen in the race. Is all like the fun stuff popping up on the screen as you accomplish things. Like even just like that, like segment score there. It's like the cool thing about this game is like, hey, it keeps track of every little detail, and in this game, it's put in your face a little bit more. Like, hey, there was that 6-second or a 7-second segment there, and it just had me like test like how fast did I do that? Well, I mean, at like 7 seconds, it's nothing, but I like it. I like, hey, let's keep track of that. Can I do it even faster next time? And when we go through that section the next time, if it's green, it means I'm going faster. If it's red, it means I'm going slower. Simple stuff, but it just makes me want to do even better every time I'm doing a race.
Yeah, you know, it's a simple, but it's a very clean UI.
Yes.
I like all that. For some reason, why is this race line? I know this has been in these games forever, but it's like really popping for me. I don't know if I like that it's blue instead of green at that point. I don't know if they've been doing that, but it's
so
nice.
So like what they do here, it turns red if I need to be like maybe braking more. Right. It's like yellow to coast, and it's blue when you're just like you can go all out. But yeah, I mean it looks good. I like playing with the racing line. It's like, oh, this is the knowledge I would have if I was someone who was actually like racing this course in real life.
Right, exactly.
So I'm okay with give me that information. That's cool because I'm not going to learn these courses enough to actually install that into my brain permanently. Here we go.
I'm sure if we were like the type
again.
We're going to play this as like our 100, 200, 300 hour game.
Right,
sure,
exactly.
We maybe wouldn't need it, but you know, when these comes out, I play it for like 5 to 10 hours, and then I kind of have my fill of it. So I always like to have that racing line.
Exactly, and I'm Forza Motorsport. Like I said, it's a series I've spent some time with when they're out and they're new. I don't ever go back to them, but I'll go 20 hours deep, 25, 30 hours deep in some of these games. Definitely Horizon for sure, but no, even like the proper motorsport games, I'm spending a good amount of time with those.
But You're on social media.
We're on social media. But I don't go back to these motorsport games too often. But I'm happy when a new one is here because it's like, oh yeah, I do enjoy this, actually. Something about the way that the cars feel is very satisfying. And this game kind of gives you all the tools to be pretty good at it. We are about to finish lap 3 here. And then hopefully we will maybe get some upgrades. If not, we'll do the race. And then we'll see if we can get the upgrades after that, so we'll show that off.
I actually quite liked the latest Gran Turismo.
Yes.
I forget how much of it you played. Or if you're,
I didn't play any of it, but I'm like kind of would like to go back to it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I mean, the racing felt good there. I'm sure it feels good here. I liked the vibe in Gran Turismo 7. I know what people didn't like was the microtransactions, which, for me, I was like, well, I just won't engage with that, but it left a really bad taste in people's mouth. I don't know if you can even see that in this preview build.
No, so I mean, I'll tell you what, one of the innovations of Forza in the past, and I do believe this is Forza. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments, but I believe it was Forza that was like, they put the microtransactions in a couple weeks after release so that reviews wouldn't mention them. And I was like, oh, hey, big, and then a bunch of games started doing that after that. And it's like, oh my God, what a crazy innovation you've done here.
Wow.
So there's no way we would see it in this preview period. I'll say that in recent Forzas, that stuff has been kind of give and take. Sometimes some of the games it's worse, some of the games it's better. The last Forza Motorsport, I believe, was pretty okay on that. Oh, we finished this practice. Okay, there we go. We succeeded.
You're a winner.
Yeah, I mean, the game is much subdued compared to Horizons, of course. It's the similar vibes too. If you're seeing some flashing, I think that's just a graphical glitch. This game is unfinished.
Yeah.
This is a preview version.
Yeah, I noticed that. But yeah, I mean, we joke about the social media, but I like this subdued vibe so much more than the we're having a party.
Yes. Oh my God, everybody loves cars. Come on, put your car, put a picture of your car on social media.
There's confetti.
Yeah, we're gonna do a dance. Look, I'm flossing next to my car by a waterfall.
Meet this guy named Roger. He's gonna call you brother.
There's a radio. The radio station's gonna say your name.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So this game is much more like, hey, you're a real racer. You're not gonna be flossing next to a waterfall, but you can get like a pink outfit and stuff. You can still express yourself a little bit, but mostly it's gonna be through like those liveries. I think how you say that word, that you put on your car. With decals. Know. Yeah. So this is a risk reward system. You could like decide like where you want to start. And then if you want to start like at, hey, the first position, you could see like, okay, your projected finish is 2nd to 4th, and you need to finish there to like actually get your most amount of podium bonus. But if you start way back here, you can see the podium bonus is going up.
Oh my goodness.
I kind of like to start in the middle. I do like 12th. And then I try to get like in the 2nd to 4th, but 5th to 7th, mostly because my car is not as souped up as it's going to be as we get through this early preview period.
Yeah, well, I know that you had an ex one time come up to your car and took a Louisville Slugger in both headlights.
She took her keys and dug them into the side of my souped-up little
4-wheel drive.
Thank you. There it is. Yes.
I did that bit on the Bombcast, and I had that song stuck in my head all while I ate
guess
my
what?
Arby's.
I've had it stuck in my head while I was eating a Pop-Tart, a pumpkin pie Pop-Tart. I was singing it to myself,
man,
Mike.
Boy, we are white.
Yep. Arby's and pumpkin pie Pop-Tarts. Fucking the
pumpkin pie Pop-Tarts.
The snacks of champions.
Well, we have the freaking Carrie Underwood song stuck in our head. All right.
It's our anthem, Mike. Come on. All right, so now it's a real race. And I'm already doing pretty good.
Now this is pod racing.
Yep. I try to play it pretty clean, but this is a quick look, so I might bump into people, and if I do, we might just go with it.
I always try to, too. That took me because I used to not play these simulation games. I was always playing the more arcadey ones where you were just bumping people like crazy. So I remember the first time I played a Forza, I think on 360, it was like dinging me points. I was like, what do you mean I'm not allowed to hit the other cars? What am I supposed to do?
I did select this off camera. People won't see this, but there is a couple of options in terms of like how punishing do you want the game to be. And I did the middle option, which is basically, hey, you will get some penalties for riding off the road, riding off the track, or bumping into people. And like there's not a lot of like help with how to control your car, but there is the rewind button. And I want the rewind button. The rewind button is like there is an option to like not have that, and that's the highest difficulty, and that's the most bonus XP for stuff. But that rewind button means you don't have to start over an entire race. That's too helpful. I'm just gonna keep that on.
Yeah, come on, it's so nice to have.
Yeah, we can move around you a little bit. I did do this already, these races that are in this preview build with the Nissan that they give you an option to play as to start, but now I'm doing the Mustang. The Mustang feels pretty good in terms of like, oh, I can feel this one has more power, and like it wants to jump out from underneath me a little bit, and I like that because that's when you can like let off the gas and try to keep it under control. It's not crazy like some of the supercars will eventually get, but it's still a ton of fun.
All right, plus that's the car from Ford versus Ferrari.
Yes, it is. It's a, what's a Shelby?
I just want a Ford.
Shelby Mustang?
Well, Shelby's the guy.
Shelby's the guy, yeah, and that was also the...
That's Matt Damon.
The Matt Damon Mustang.
I just want a Ford versus Ferrari game.
Yeah, I kind of do too. Yeah, I mean, you know, for a while there, Forza was doing, they would have the guys from that show in England, the
Top Gear
guys, right?
Yeah,
they were part
that.
of it. It's like maybe they should just like do that, but with Matt Damon and have him play the Ford versus Ferrari Shelby.
I'm sure that's cheap.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, that'd probably be pretty expensive. But hey, Forza Motorsport, pretty big, expensive game. Why not go for it?
Right. No, exactly.
All right, where are we at?
Some good engine noises.
Oh yeah,
This looks like
that's what they're good at.
Yeah, this looks like it's gonna be a fun time until that Leica Dragon Gaiden comes out and I get Daytona 2, and then I'll throw this into the trash.
That's why they're releasing early. I mean, they're trying to get out of the way. I think. Yes.
Joking, everybody.
Absolutely, but not really. It just like again, the split time just popped up, and that's stuff that's probably been in Forzas in the past. But I just think the presentation here is it does a really good job of like giving me a ton of information that I want to know to make sure every lap is as good as possible. I'm like 0.4 seconds ahead of in that split. That's where I want to be. I'm trying to beat my best time, trying to also move up. But I'm also at a point where in this race, the vehicles ahead of me are probably a little bit more powerful, a little bit faster, probably have better braking. So if I can get up to like fourth, that'll be a big success. We'll see.
So what is the loop here? Is that, you know, you do races, you get your credits, then from there you can buy more parts and cars and so on and so forth?
You definitely buy cars. In terms of buying parts, that's probably in the game. But after I beat this race, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get rewarded a bunch of parts. And then I could just install those however I want. And I kind of like that. Because it's like, I don't want to be thinking about what parts to buy, Mike. That's not who I am.
Right. I never like that.
Yeah, I'm not going to say I hate it, and although I totally get what you're saying, I don't hate it. I just also don't want to deal with it.
I don't hate it, but like, man, after all these years, I still don't really understand how to engage with it, aside from just the most basic, show me like green numbers, I guess.
Yes, right. I feel a bit stupid looking at it.
Then, like, sometimes it'll be like,
great.
well, your suspension will be better, but like your wiggly woos will be slightly worse. And I'm like, is that worth it? Is that a good trade-off? I don't know.
Right, and it's like, some of the best upgrades you can make are to your brakes. I'm like, what? Really? I want to go fast, though. And it's like, well, that's a very stupid thing to say, Jeff. I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm very stupid about this stuff. But the game will handle a lot of that stuff for you if you want. There's obviously a ton of tuning that you can go in there and do if you want. I'm not the guy for your quick look for that. But in terms of like, hey, can someone pick this up and have fun with it? Absolutely. I really do think so. So yeah, we finished 5th, and that was really good for starting at 12th. We'll get some points there. We'll get some rewards. Let's take a look, actually. It's going to be like kind of like a bunch of loot. It's going to pop up here, I believe.
Oh, I see. Get that looty loot.
Yeah, driver level 3. Yeah, so I have a driver level. I think my car has a level of its own. Yeah, here we go. Rim style. I guess, well. Yeah, I know you like that. I know you like the rim style, Mike.
Classic rim style. Oh, dang.
So there's the quick upgrade button. Calculating upgrades, and you can see 568 to 582 green numbers, Mike. That's what we're going for, right?
I would push that button so fast.
Exactly, and that's what I did last time. I barely even looked at this screen last time, but
I wouldn't even give it a second chance.
Right? Yeah, but we're seeing like everything's improving, including biggest improvement to brakes. So there we go. As always, that's the most important thing.
Oh yeah.
So then hit B, finish upgrades, and that's as much time as I spent on the performance screen. There's tuning. You can tune virtually every aspect of your car's setup, including tire pressure and downforce, gear ratios and differential, suspension, steering, and braking. Higher level upgrade parts unlock more tuning options. So, I mean, here it all is. Although a lot of this stuff seems locked. I wonder if I have to toggle it off and on. I don't know. All right, we'll keep going to this next race. Now I have a faster car, right? A better car. I could probably do better in the next race. That's the loop, Mike. There we go. And now
I see.
And we'll kind of max out this car because this car is like in D, and then we could probably either improve this car so much it actually moves up into a new class, or we could buy a new car that's in a higher class.
Okay, so it's not the Starfield system where B is better than A and then C is better than B, because boy, did that really take me for a ride.
I figured out relatively quickly because like there's the C class license in real life, but that's commercial. It stands for commercial, but somehow like I just associated that with being more and better. So like, okay, I guess. All right, yeah, let's just go into it.
Yeah.
Take a look at this.
That is some pretty good lighting on.
Oh, yeah, I mean, so I think during the races the game looks pretty good, but obviously the game looks the best in photo mode and in the cutscenes and stuff.
Sure.
And
Look at this, it's pretty. All these little elevations.
You know what?
Here
Let's actually
nice.
take a look and see if we can adjust the video on the fly. Oh, it's locked. All right, so we can't do it right now. Because I think in performance RT, I wonder if it's running because it says 30 frames per second, but that might just be my screen. I'm not sure. It looks like it's running smoother than that, but yeah, it looks pretty smooth to me. But yeah, but there's performance, ray tracing, and then like quality, which is gonna have ray tracing. And then I think actually try to run at 4K, which Forza has been pretty good about that stuff. It's able to be very high fidelity and still be hit 4K. Let's see if we can set a good time here.
Looking trees in the background.
Yes, I mean the environments have never looked this good, and this is like, so yeah, we started out by saying they took a break here. That is going to be the kind of stuff that they work on, the tiny details. Obviously the racing engine did it, they did some improvements there, and I think the cars feel better than ever for sure. But this is going to be like the future of Forza. They're probably going to get back on a relatively quick schedule of releasing Forza Motorsport, releasing Horizon, and the next Horizon will be, and you can see my car level just went up and it was like a nice little flash there, and I really like that. I just think it's so slick looking. But the next Horizon will be built on this engine, and you'll get improvements there as well. Yeah. So it's like, hey, we're off to a good start here with this one.
I know we've been joking about a lot. Do you think the next Horizon is actually going to maybe like go for a different vibe, or is it still going to be social media party?
I hope it goes for a different vibe, Mike, but I've been wishing for that for a while. Yeah, I hope a different vibe. I don't like the car festival thing so much anymore. I mean, maybe there's a different way to do it, but I'm just like, I'm over it.
What do you want to call your shot on a setting for the next Horizon?
I don't know. So they did Mexico last time. Japan's always a popular one, but I don't know, when's the last? Have they done one in America since Colorado?
It's been a while, because so before Mexico was England, before that was Australia.
Right. Yeah, I could see them maybe doing like the East Coast or something, maybe like East Coast Midwest or something in that range. Do Toronto.
England.
Yeah. Like just all of Eastern Canada.
Let's go to Argentina. Let's just go visit Christian.
Yeah, there you go. All right, fine. Went off track. Got mad at me. This guy's in my way. It's a time. We're in the practice mode. This guy's in my way.
Run him off the road. Show him what's what. Get him in the car butt.
Here, what's what in the butt? What in the butt?
Car butt.
Car butt. What in your car butt? Right. Excuse me.
Yeah, you're forgiven.
All right. Let's see if we can set a new.
It's a new track record. Oh, collision. Oh, good, you got him on the butt. Oh, yeah. Scratch that paint.
Let's see if I get a penalty. Look at no penalty. Hooray!
Oh, okay.
Or like Grubb is racing. Oh, look at this guy try to cut me off. What a dick.
That's it. That's on him.
Yeah.
These are all real tracks, right?
Yes. Yeah, Forza's big on that stuff. Yeah, they try to license real tracks and make a big deal about that. Oh, I'm doing slower than
Can you do Le Mans in this?
I think so, yes. Well, not in this preview build. You can barely do anything in this preview build. But yes, I think they have Le Mans, yes.
We should just do that, like the actual 24 hours
of
it.
That'd be wild. Yeah, what would that look like?
What would that look like?
Yeah, just like, what do we have to actually get diapers and stuff like they do? I don't know.
Well, they would get out sometimes. Like they had multiple racers.
Yeah, multiple racers. Yeah, but I do think that they
also need diapers.
I think they do wear diapers. Yeah. Let's go.
We should have to very loudly explain when, like, we don't hide it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm going right now. You just gotta. You have to talk to your crew chief and just say what's happening with your butt.
Yeah.
It's happening.
They know.
I like it a lot. All right, well, I think we are about to get through lap 3 here. There we go. Finish practice. I like the practices. I guess it is a chance to learn the track. I'm not fully going to remember everything I just went through there, but still, I guess some of it's going to be muscle memory. Something about it, just like trying to set those best times and stuff like that. It's pleasant. And then, but you can skip them. There is an option straight up to just skip that stuff, of course.
Okay.
Let's start a little bit further back.
Further back.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because look, even projected to finish okay. Even
right,
back,
and that's because I souped up the car, right? So you get these like small bursts of progression throughout. I think that's really a really smart way to do it. And it kind of encourages you to go further back there. All right, let's go race. First time I played this, none of the textures on the racers loaded, so they are all just like perfectly this like dark black gray. I'm like, hell yeah, these like ghosts.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Do another photo mode up here once we get everyone racing.
Sure, yeah, with all these cars.
Yeah. Actually, there's some cool like smoke over there. Let's see if we can get that in here. Nope, maybe not.
There's like some kicked up dust or something.
Yeah, right there, yeah.
Neat.
Yeah, that's cool. And then you can go to effects, go to soft. Ooh, high contrast. Mm-hmm.
Man, racing a car would be scary. Look at all these other cars.
Yeah, it's like, right, there's so much else going on the track. That's when, like, when I have to use the rewind button, it's like, oh my God, I could never do this in real life. I just got too excited about this one turn, and now I'm off the track, and I ran into somebody at like 55 miles an hour. This is crazy. All right, we'll do a lap here, and then we'll kind of wrap up. Because there's honestly, to this preview, not much more. There's 3 races. We'll be able to max out this car in this class and stuff.
Right. Did they even have any of the custom? Because, like, I remember playing the 360 ones again. Like, a big part of what I liked was all the customization, like, all the creativity suite stuff.
Yeah, I haven't. I don't think I've seen much of that. And that's the kind of thing where it's like, they probably would save that because the whole thing there is kind of doing it with the community.
Right. I would just constantly make Mega Man cars.
Oh, sure, yes. I usually just like see what's popular and take something like that from other things that people
we know
made.
that you're a sheep. So
oh yeah, exactly. Just tell me what to do, and I will. You know what? It's always an anime lady. So
always an anime lady.
There's always an
anime
lady.
A specific one? Is it like a ball?
No, very like generic anime lady, of course.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Is that, you think other people like that? If you say anime lady, the first thing they go to is Bulma.
Yeah, I think a lot of people probably think of Bulma first.
The anime lady.
Right, Mrs. Anime.
First lady of anime.
Exactly. Man, I used to be the first lady of anime, but it's definitely Bulma these days.
Yeah, it's been Bulma for a while.
Yeah, look at that. Look at those dust effects, actually. That actually looks really
great.
good. And that
like
crowd looks good.
Yeah, I would like to go to a car race if I wasn't concerned. I feel like the vibe will be a little interesting.
I think it depends on like what kind of race you go to, yeah. I mean,
but like I wish like I could, I don't know, like NASCAR, like sure, I'll watch some cars go around, but I have a very specific feeling about what the vibe is like at a NASCAR race.
They probably see you drinking your gay Bud Light and they get mad at you.
My gay Bud Light. I'll sing my song for them. They'll like that, right?
Exactly.
Then I tore my like, okay, it's okay. He's one of us. I'll bring my all my old Cleveland Indians gear.
Yeah,
like
that's what they'd like. They'd be like, that's bad bitch Mitch right there.
Right, yeah, this guy's not a snowflake. He's not woke.
Yeah. He
still likes the racist cartoon Indian. Good.
Yeah.
We have very strong opinions about that for some reason.
Oh, man. No penalty? No penalty. All right, there we go.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Yeah, me too. I like how it like takes a second. It's like the referees are like looking at it. It's like, oh, that's cool. And the car level 8. So yeah, I don't know, but Mike, this is Forza Motorsport. I think I probably will play some of this. Forza Motorsport, very good game.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm not saying anything here that's shocking me, but
it looks
really pretty, and this is, you know, what these games are. Is what I want them to be, and I'm definitely gonna spend some time with this.
Go to the pit here.
Yeah, let's pit it up. Get pitty.
That's the most perfect pit ever.
Yeah.
You can see I
Fast
actually have a
portrait.
fuel gauge there and stuff. Like,
Oh wow.
so it's like it's gonna be that game. Or it's
Oh,
gonna be...
you can recommend. You can do a recommend. It recommends that you skip the pit. I think. It's like, why are you here?
Yeah, get out of here.
You fool.
Oh, could I done? I hope it has active reload in the real game.
Yeah, you got an achievement.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Reload.
Yeah, active reload pit stops. That's what it needs.
Active pit load.
Yeah, active pit load. All right, Mike. Thank you so much for hanging out with me.
I have very active pits.
All right, fantastic.
All right, let me go to the bathroom quick before we do the next one.
Sure.